Hey guys, like Nigerians will say wonders shall never cease to end. This will really surprise you. Exposed, not DSS, not Supreme Court. You will be shocked to know the faces behind Nnamdi Kanu's continued detention. Hello everyone, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Ohaneze Ndigbo leader Chief Ikechukwu Isiaguzoro has criticized the political elite, governors, senators, traditional leaders, and clergy of the Southeast region for their role in the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Isiaguzoro has claimed that these leaders have failed to use their influence to secure Kanu's release, and he has called on them to take action to bring about justice for the IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Isiaguzoro expressed his concerns about the Southeast governor's reliance on President Bola Tinubu, stating that they lack the understanding necessary to effectively address the region's underlying issues. He also criticized the governors for their misplaced optimism after their visit to Tinubu, during which they claimed that Kanu's release was imminent. Isiaguzoro stressed that this judgment from the Supreme Court is a cause of concern and that the governors should focus on the real issues affecting the region instead of relying on Tinubu's support. In a statement signed by Isiaguzoro, Ohaneze Ndigbo, has taken full responsibility for the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu. However, Isiaguzoro emphasized that blame should not be solely placed on the organization, but should be shared among all stakeholders, especially political elites in the Southeast, the governors, the senators, the traditional rulers, and clergymen. Isiaguzoro noted that efforts by Southeast senators to intervene in the Senate for Kanu's release have been stymied by a perceived lack of commitment from the governors. He stressed that all parties must work. The screen by the leader of Ohaneze Ndigbo underscores the intricacies and hurdles surrounding Kanu's release and the border issue of Biafran agitation. It signals a plea for self-reflection within the Southeast region, encouraging political and traditional figures to re-evaluate their tactics and participate in more fruitful dialogues. Isiaguzoro's stress on confidential discussions underscores the delicacy of the matter, highlighting the importance of privacy and trust in reaching a resolution. To summarize all this, Isiaguzoro's declaration functions as a public admission of collective responsibility and relying call for a more circulated and cooperative strategy in addressing the circumstances related to Nnamdi Kanu's detention. The leaders in the Southeast are prompted to prioritize unity, engage in substantive dialogue, and formulate a cohesive agenda to present to the federal government in the quest for Kanu's release. Meanwhile, the Bishop of the Diocese of the Niger, Reverend Uwem Nwokolo, expressed shock over non-release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, saying this continued detention is unsettling the Southeast region and Nigeria. According to the bishop, Nnamdi Kanu's case can better be resolved politically rather than through the court, because the court would end up causing more problems. saying if the court sent him to jail, it amounts to sending many Igbos to jail, and the country may never know peace. Speaking on the recent Supreme Court ruling on Kanu, he argued that the Supreme Court would have calmed the nerves of the people of the region this festive period, but since the appeals court said otherwise, there was nothing one could do. Nwokolo nevertheless insisted that the cause was not an ordinary one, but a politically motivated case that must be resolved politically. The cleric, however, blamed the people of Southeast for not speaking with one voice towards the call for the release of the IPOB leader, advising that the people of the region should learn to work together. Vanguard quoted him as saying, "We thought that the Supreme Court would use the release of Nnamdi Kanu to calm the nerves of the people of the region, but the reverse was the case, and one cannot do anything because the highest court in the land had spoken. However, the people in the Southeast should learn to work together because united we stand, divided we fall. We can work together to make our zone peaceful, progressive, and we must show empathy to things that are happening to us. We are also in that unity speak to the leader of the day because the way it seems, Nnamdi Kanu's case is political, not an ordinary one." So guys, what's your take on this? Let's hear from you. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you.